Hello everyone, this is Rebecca Keller from the DISCUS software company. In this lesson, I'm going to share with you how to get started with the technical data package by setting up the part accountability, applying your tolerances, and grids. Let's get started. On the part accountability tab, we already have the drawing number and the part number, but we want to continue with this. So let's click this icon to basically zoom into a section. I always like to enter the part name straight away. Under drawing is an extract text. I drag a rectangle around the name of the drawing and it will display the name of the drawing. I'm going to increase the scale a little bit. We'll do that. There we go. And there we go. Right click, that is my part name. Save the properties. Okay, and close. I will continue working on the bill of characteristics, the part accountability. And you can enter who had created this, your manufacturing process reference number, that's your work order number or job number, your organization. And it's a full first article, and it's going to be complete. Items on the left, these two columns, are required by AS 9102. If your customer, if your industry doesn't require that, then you don't need to fill in all of that. But if yours does, then you'll want to complete this. This can be done at any point in time. Additional changes, maybe you have a PO number. As I mentioned, the items on the left are mandatory. The ones on the right, these two columns, are conditionally required. Next, I like to indicate if it's inches or metric. I always zoom into the title block first. If it is metric or inches, TDP properties, and you could switch it here. This, of course, is inches. I do that first of all, and okay. This is a detail part, so my part accountability does show that it is a detail. Most of my TDP setup is done in the part accountability tab. This brings me to the next part in which we indicate our default tolerances. Under settings, you'll find default precision and tolerance settings, about in the middle of that. At this point, set up your tolerances per the indications here. Just click into the cell and change the value. We'll do that again. Also, you can set up your balloon properties. So we'll set that up, 0.04, 010, and the rest are not important. Click to enable these. Okay, we only go out 2 and 3 places, and all our angles are 1. Okay, now let's look at our zone grid. Click the zone grid icon. You want to click to enable your grid. Horizontally, we have 6. Vertically, 4. My orientation is fine. I'm going to apply. If your drawing is very complex, for example, and you have 5, 10 across and 15 vertically, you might have to skip some letters like the letter I or O. You can exclude them there. This is not the case here. I'm going to keep the zone grid properties open. With my selection tool, now I'm going to just move it ever so up and down. If that's too daunting, you deselect equidistant and apply allows me to move them more discreetly. There you go. I often do that. So you can move them globally, or if you deselect equidistant and apply, you can move them individually. When you're satisfied, deselect visible. They're enabled, but you won't have to see them. And click Apply and OK. In this lesson, I showed you how to set up your part accountability, your tolerances, and tabbing through the data. Additionally, if you also need to change it to metric, do so under TDP properties and setting up your zone grid. Make sure you enable it. This is the conclusion of the lesson, how to set up your TDP, apply tolerances, and grids.